What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we have got basically another of the all-time teams challenge. So we are going to be doing the first round, and realistically for the next month or so I'm going to be doing one of these videos every single day. So this is going to be the round 1 matchup, the 16th seeded Atlanta Hawks versus the 17th seeded Washington Wizards. The winning team plays the Boston Celtics. And we did it a little bit differently last time. So the last time we did like our versus series, where we just did 5-on-5 and I compared them to stats. But this time I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently. So what I'm going to be doing is basically I'm going to be playing a full game with each of the squads. I'm going to be going over the squads. I'm going to be kind of post-commenting over the game and explaining some of their strengths and weaknesses. Then we're going to be comparing them in offense, defense, rebounding, depth, and star power. Those 4 things. So yeah. Now let's go on to the teams. So first up is the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks, and actually also to be in this squad, you've either have to have made a significant impact for the Hawks, or have a Hawks card in game, or be currently playing for the Hawks. Or well, if you're currently playing for the Hawks, you'll have a Hawks card. So made a significant impact, or obviously if your logo on your team is Hawks, then that's fine. So Moses Malone has a Hawks diamond card. Sorry if there's a little bit blurry for this video and when I go into here, because I don't know why. I think I may have changed my settings, but for some reason, like when I go into card art, it's blurry now on PC. But yeah, so Trae Young, really solid for, well, in a series like this, he's a solid player. In general, one of the weaker Galaxy Opals in the game, has a bit of a weird release. Him and Kevin Huerter have the same thing, where it like takes a split second to get into their release, but a really good shooter with limitless range. Steve Smith, a pure shooter, great release, unfortunately no limitless. Dominique Wilkins is a guy who was arguably a top 5 card in the game when he came out. Base, well, something very similar to base 8. He's got a good jump shot, he's a great dunker, and I think when we get pink dot or opal Dominique, assuming that we do, it's going to be a great card. Paul Millsap is one of the best diamond cards in the game, period. A wide body, can play 2 through 4, can play defense, can shoot the ball well, and his stats are just insane. Like, these stats are unbelievable. He's also got 8 Hall of Fame badges, so he's just a brilliant, brilliant card. Moses Malone, one of the worst, not actually the worst Galaxy Opal center in the game anymore, in my opinion, because what's the card? Gasol exists. But 6'10", he is actually averaging 21 points a game for me, 20 Hall of Fame badges, and can absolutely, absolutely dominate a game. Off the bench, we have got Pete Maravich. Really solid player. He has got 8 Hall of Fame badges, including a limitless range. Release isn't as good as 2K17 though, so that's why I gotta have Trae Young starting over him, even though Maravich is probably a better player. Kevin Huerter, limitless range shooter, the only Ruby limitless shooter in the game as far as I know. Also has got a 97 open shot 3. Vince Carter currently plays for the Hawks, and a really good card. I probably should have tried to get his limited. I didn't even try, but this card is good enough anyway. Doesn't have limitless range, which I think is the real big difference between the two of them. But no, this Vince is really good anyway. We got Lou Hudson, who I did not play at the 4. I played Josh Smith at the 4. Josh Smith, one of just the most well-rounded players in the game. Still a really good card. Got a good release when he's wide open. He's got good enough post game. He's also a really good dunker and one of the better defenders in the game, as well as being 6'9" with a wide body. We got Al Horford, a little bit of a long release, but I'm money with him for some reason. We got Lou Hudson, Joe Johnson, and John Collins. John Collins, I have his Amethyst instead of his Diamond, because Amethyst is significantly better than his Diamond with the 95 open shot 3. Joe Johnson's release just too long to be used. Sure, he's got some decent stats. His release is way too long. And Lou Hudson is just that little bit undersized. I'd rather have Huerter than Hudson because of limitless, but Hudson is not a bad card by any means. So yeah, that is the Atlanta Hawks team. Now let's go on to the game. So first of all, before you guys say in the comments, I'm sorry about the jerseys, but this Atlanta Hawks team came up against a very tough opponent. A lot of the best opals in the game, and to be completely honest, I just shot this guy out of the game. I didn't even realize how many 3-pointers I hit until I was editing this. Like, as of right now, this was our very first 2-pointer that we made, and we continue to just rain 3s on this guy. He started to build up a little bit of a lead, and what we basically did was we shot our way back into the game. Al Horford, when left open, is money if you get used to his release, and Kevin Huerter doing a great job there. They were helping out or pressing up a lot in 3-point shooters, which allowed us to get to the basket, and as soon as we started going to the basket, it freed up our 3-point shooters again. But it was just a case of us lighting them up. I'm not sure if I've ever had a shooting game like this before, I've ever had a team where I've shot like this. It was almost like it was a 3-point challenge. But this Atlanta Hawks team, while I did struggle a little bit guarding almost everybody. I struggled a little bit on the defensive glass. Struggled a little bit on defense. However, shooting wise, like, man, this team is nice. Some limitless players, a lot of them have nice releases, and even the ones that don't, like Horford, I'm really used to their releases. This game was getting close, and we just shot our way to pulling away. In the end of the game, it was just Moses Malone completely taking over to win it, and we managed to get the win in the end. So now we are on to the Washington Wizards team. So this team is actually unreal. So Gilbert Arenas is one of the most dangerous cards in the game. Deep fried Gilbert Arenas, like what this picture is just so good. Like 20 Hall of Fame badges. He's still got his super cheesy base 11 release. He's got limitless range, difficult shots. Even though his leaner is very poor. He's got dimer. Can dunk really well, can shoot the ball. He's a lights out shooter, 99 open shot 3, 98 open shot mid, 95 driving dunk as well. Almost perfect passing stats. He's also super fast and a great defender. Rip Hamilton, one of the perfect 3-and-D guys in the game. 12 Hall of Fame badges. Unfortunately, no limitless, but still has a great shot mid, great shot 3. A decent dunker, as well as being a really solid defender and relatively fast. Trevor Ariza is a beast. Great release, great dunker. 2 Hall of Fame badges. He's also got a really good shot 3. He's obviously 96 driving dunk and speed boost, and is a really good defender. At the 4, Antoine Jameson. Jameson has got base 11, 9 Hall of Fame badges, post spin technician, catch and shoot, pick and roll, popper as well. He was like the original base 11 card with a load of Hall of Fame badges you could buy, and great shot mid, great shot mid, great shot 3, and his release is really nice. Really good dunker as well. He's got good post stats, but his leaner and fadeaway and stuff are really poor animation-wise, which means that he's not one of probably the best base 11 players, but he's still a brilliant card. Then we got Dwight Howard at center position. Dwight Howard, 16 Hall of Fame badges. Obviously, if he could shoot, would be unbelievable in this game. 6'11 center. And the funny thing was, he actually hit a couple of threes for me. Or he hit a 3 as far as I know. Definitely in this game. But 84 open shot mid as well. 99 driving, standing and contact dunk. He's also basically almost a perfect defender. 95 lateral quickness for a big man is unreal. Out the bench, we got John Wall. John Wall's got super speed. 14 Hall of Fame badges. I think he's got 99 speed, speed, ball, and acceleration. A really nice release and a really good jump shot as well. Michael Jordan is MJ. And you guys might be saying he didn't make a significant impact on the Wizards. He owned the team. He played while owning the team. He definitely made a significant impact on the Washington Wizards. But great shot mid, great shot 3, and it's MJ. You guys know all about this card. Then the small forward position, we've got Caron Butler. Nice enough release in my opinion. Just good shooter, nice dunker. Solid player, not great at anything, but not bad at anything. The 4, we got Wes Unseld. A guy who won MVP in his rookie year in the NBA. 9 Hall of Fame badges. He's only 6'7", so you can't really play him at center. He's got a good shot 3 with the amateur release, so he has money. Got JaVale McGee. JaVale McGee is a great dunker. Also can shoot the 3-ball quite well, but the 50 free throw is just very poor. Bradley Beal, I hate this card. Straight up, I can't, like, the pink diamond's extinct on PC, and this card's awful, this diamond. Sean Stevenson, base 8, lockdown defense, can speed boost, can dunk, can do absolutely everything. This guy is a budget beast. And then Elvin Hayes, I'm shocked there's no Wizards version of Elvin Hayes, but there isn't, and this is the best we could do. So anyway, now let's get on to the game. So we played against a really bad squad here, so the scoreboard doesn't really show too much for this game. And yeah, but the Wizards have got so many options. It was like pick your poison. Every single player was hitting shots. Every single player on the team hit a 3-point shot. A lot of these guys were dunking. Defensively, it is a really solid team. Obviously, we're guarding goals, so it's not that difficult a thing to do. But still, even against Opals, this is a fairly good defensive squad. Obviously, like John Wall, Michael Jordan would dominate against teams like this. But look at this. JaVale McGee knocks down a 3, and in an even bigger shock, we hit a 3 with Dwight Howard. Yep, we hit a 3 with Dwight. So anyway, you guys saw the difference between these two teams. And one of the big things was obviously the Wizards played against a much weaker opponent. And I've used these cards enough that I think I can make an educated opinion about these cards. So first of all, we're going to go to rebounding. And this team does not have any player over 6'10". I'm sorry, like, you guys know how much height means for rebounding. I know Unseld isn't as good a rebounder probably as Josh Smith or Millsap. Or, actually no, he's probably similar enough. Millsap's not particularly tall either. Like, Millsap is only 6'8". And also we've got Dwight Howard who cleans up, and JaVale McGee who cleans up. So rebounding battle goes to the Wizards. The defense battle. This team's got some really good defenders. Definitely the two guys in the post for both teams, starters and bench, are really good defenders. Herder and Maravich leave a bit to be desired. So does Trae Young. Whereas this team has got all decent defenders, and if you don't want to use Caron Butler and want to make it a complete lockdown team, just replace him with Stevenson, who's lockdown. Defense goes to the Washington Wizards. Then we are going to go on to shooting, and you might think because this team has got two Hall of Fame limitless players that it's going to be a cakewalk. And to be completely honest, it's so tight, this one. Even though the Wizards are a really good shooting team, Caron Butler is mediocre, JaVale McGee is okay, Dwight Howard can't really shoot. Even though the rest of them are great shooters, all 10 of these guys can hit open shots, or all 13 of these guys. So the Atlanta Hawks win this one without doubt. Then we are on to depth, and no question about it, it's going to the Wizards. Look at the Wizards bench. I don't know why I'm running Rip Hamilton over MJ. Actually, no, I do know, because I want him as a 3D guy, and I want to run through Jameson and Arenas with the starting lineup, and I just want him for that. But you've got MJ, John Wall on the bench. Whereas the bench for this team, sure, Vince Carter's great, but if you book Vince Carter into the starting lineup for Steve Smith to make the strong starting lineup, you've got Josh Smith and Amarovich on the bench, really. So depth, without doubt, is going to go to the Wizards. And then star power, I'm going to say any of Wall, Jordan, and Arenas, and Jameson as a one player can get the better of any of these. Star power on this team, Moses Malone's the best individual player. And I think that if you're looking to run through an individual, the Hawks or the Wizards have got more players that can do that really well. So the Washington Wizards are the team that are going to be moving on in this all-time challenge to face the Boston Celtics. It'll be interesting to see what cards come out before we get on to this next round, but that could be a very interesting matchup. Anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.